Just a little while ago, we sang these words that were sung at our association's General Assembly, National General Assembly in Spokane, Washington. What a time to be alive in this world. What a time to be alive where we are carrying so much each day. Sometimes it feels like spiritual or emotional whiplash from one day or one moment to the next, doesn't it? We're carrying so much. Carrying our own and the world's despair, carrying our own and the world's fear, carrying our own and the world's hopelessness and helplessness, carrying our own and the world's anger and grief and righteous rage. And sometimes you wake to the day wondering, how can I possibly hold this all? Each year, we gather here at our annual celebration and our merging of our waters, reminding us of our connection to each other and our connection to the earth. And each year, I'm reminded of both the beauty and the fierceness of water. Almost always, when we gather this time of year, and increasingly so in this season, we're right in the midst of harsh hurricane weather, haunting us with reminders of the decreasing health of our planet and the increasing intensity of the storms, reminding us that not all beautiful things are always beautiful, like water, like our lives, like our world. In the midst of my own family's transitions this fall, new places for work and school and schedules, there was an increasingly concerning white film that started coating everything in our dishwasher. We quickly moved to the source of all knowledge, which is the internet, and then quickly moved to the source of all natural cleaning, baking soda and vinegar, with a deep trust and hope that this just needed a good cleaning. But it persisted. The dishes would come out with increasing layers of what I would call, as a theologian and preacher, evil, mocking our desires to get things in order, to start off the year well, feel like we were set to start this year off sparkling and clean. Not so, it said to us. After a few calls, mainly to my father, who's a plumber, and some wisdom beyond the internet, which exists in great measure, I was reminded, it took a broomstick. The answer was a broomstick. To smash apart the built-up salt sediment at the bottom of the softener. It took literal force and smashing things apart, which felt very good and productive, to break apart that which was corroded, for the good water to flow again. And even then, it took, actually, to be honest, it's taking some time for the effects of that corrosion to wear off, and we're rewashing all the dishes. But it reminds me that sometimes it takes looking beyond our own limited perspective, below what seems like it's just normal or the way things are, reaching out to wisdom beyond our regular sources, asking for help, learning something new, paying closer attention to finally realize what is causing the problem deep down, where it's hard to find. And that you can't just assume everything's going to work out okay or be okay. Sometimes you've got to take hold of something sturdy and find whatever power you have to bust up that which has corroded things, that which gets in the way of health and flourishing and vibrancy and life, so it can get moving again. Friends, we've got some deeply corrosive stuff in this world. Some of it, a lot of it, has been around for a long, long time in many, many ways, getting in the way of the beautiful flourishing of this planet and our lives. But this is a church that believes, among many things, that we can't give up on each other, that we can't give up on ourselves, that we can't give up on this planet, nor can we give up on the making of the social realities that make this planet worth living on for everyone. You can't save the planet without saving the quality of life on the planet at the same time, because they are interconnected. It means taking a good, hard look at the ways we have mucked and muddied up this world and grab whatever power you have together to find the ways to bust it apart in some great turning where we learn to lead in love. And love is not some passive thing. It has a fierceness and a beauty as strong as the strongest water you've ever seen. It dries hearts, or it solaces dry hearts, like in this poem from Denise Levertov. She says, don't say there is no water. Don't say there is no water to solace the dryness of our hearts. I have seen the fountain springing out of the rock wall, and I've seen you drinking there. It is still there, and it is always there, with its quiet song and its strange power to spring in us up and out through the rock. Don't give up on one another. Don't give up on yourself. Don't say there is no water to solace our hearts. Don't say there's no hope or love or possibility, because those are the only things that have kept beauty and love alive. It's when we believe in them and we work for them. Because I and you have seen beauty that springs up right in the midst of the place where you were sure love and beauty were gone. Right up and out through the rock wall. I heard beauty and love singing just a moment ago in multicolored shirts here. I saw beauty carrying among many things this morning its backpacks and its containers of water, its containers of blessing, to lead ourselves into the well right here. Even when they say there's nothing left, and they have been for years. Even when you're down to what feels like your last breath of hope, don't give up on me. Don't give up on each other. And don't give up on yourself. Hold on to one another in love. Amen.